funny, but how about you, Miss Sykes? I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? She said she didn't move anything. Didn't see anything funny near Shisho. Didn't touch anything in the room. But the cards! Yeah, the cards. Gary, you said that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right. What about it? Then I wonder who left that dying message with the Karuta cards. What are you going on about? It had to have been that bookie. Sorry, but that's not possible. Because only 3 people knew of Uendo's personalities. Uendo, your master, and you. Oof. If Bookie had left that Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen, he would have spelled out Uendo. What it boils down to is this. As a member of the Tornado School, you, Gairu Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Oh dear. Will you ever quit your yapping? Oh, I can't wait for that to pop. You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Would you quit butting in whenever things start to go my way? Oh. Every time he does that, cuts off the music. Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you just say? As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left him with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Gairu to leave at once. Gairu, would you please relate said reason to the court? There was a reason why Gairu had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Whoa. Keep your eyes peeled, because here it comes. What? Ew. Gross. Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Gairu? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. What? What? Oh. Shite. Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With Typhoon Tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Gairu is lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shisho as he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hands. Must have been soba broth on his clothes or something. If I'd inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a seizure, and it'd have been good night, Gairu. Never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long. A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. And certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either. This isn't good. You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I would do anything so underhanded. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness. I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? Do it. I don't like that boom boom. Boom boom. Where is it? There it is! Gairu's buckwheat allergy. It still makes noise. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. With that much soba flour in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand, just touching Shisho's body caused this much damage. There must have been soba broth on his clothes. So I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room. Ooh, so you killed him somewhere else. Ah! I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. Did you know, Simon? Does it look like I knew? Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot. What dirty trick. Now what do we do? There's only one thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sadmonk to shame with your cross-examination. Right. No matter how small, I'll find us an opening and break her testimony down. Does that basically just mean press everything? Whoosh. Her buckwheat allergy. If I come into slight contact with buckwheat, get an allergic reaction. You're not lying about this sober allergy of yours, right? Of course not. I swear on the grave of my father up in heaven. Okay. I can even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She seems to be telling the truth. I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never dreamt in a million years it'd clear me a murder. Will it though? And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flower to boot. Well said, Your Honour. With that much sober flower in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Was he making? I don't even know if he was making that, or if he was making something else. No. I'll give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in that dressing room. But you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, I came right back out. I mean, the sober making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in. But you still could have committed this crime if you'd held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did. Yeah, I guess you're right. Jeez, get a grip, will ya? Look at my hand! Touching Shisho's body caused this much damage. You poor thing. Maybe there's a twist here. Like you're actually allergic to dogs and not sober. You kidding? Bring my little Jugemu in here. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling you, I have a genuine, honest-to-goodness sober allergy. Defense, the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, lawyer girl. And another double tap. Alright, fine. I'm just starting to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand here because I touched Shisho. Yeah, he had sober broth on him. Must have been sober broth on his clothes. I have a question about that, actually. If you're allergic to soba, does that mean you're allergic to the noodle broth too? Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba broth can be just as deadly for me. Don't you know anything? What an amateur. I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? Look. Anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba, is like poison to me. So I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room. Yeah, which means you could have killed him somewhere else. So I just want to cover all of my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? I guess that's a no. That is out of the question. By even asking, you show your complete disregard for all we've discussed until now. Yes, I have to agree. The defense can't go around suggesting new premises without basis. Unfortunately for you, Shisho didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. Oh, we've done everything. Yay, we're in the final stretch. Ganru could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where soba was being made. And that is the end of that. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin. What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? Auf geht's. There's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? Nope. It's just the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I see. You have no rebuttal, and so the only thing left to you is to smile. Oh, I have something alright. That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Do I? Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Gairu, who is allergic to soba, could have committed the crime. Figure out how Gairu could be in that room and not have an allergic reaction instead. Maybe rest? Huh, maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. It wasn't... Oh. It wasn't soba flour then. But I'm fresh like my soba. It's all about the three freshes. Buckwheat seeds fresh, cut dough fresh, boiled noodles fresh. Yep. So it wasn't soba dough. He blacked out. Again. We've seen that so much. Resting, do not disturb. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting, do not disturb. Yeah, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisho was napping? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. It's showing me so many different things. Mon Dieu! What if that's a piece of evidence? Oh, the dough was resting. Shit, hang on. Wait, no, it was some... Oh, there we go. Rest. Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. He wasn't making soba. Udon. What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Gairu could have committed this crime. No matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts. But I'm going to try. Well, Miss Cykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling. Nope, not yet. True, I can't overturn facts, but what if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong? Of course, he'll do the head shake. No. Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about now? You'll find out. Which piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Cykes? Please point it out to this court. You asked. This evidence proves that Gairu could have killed her master, even with her soba allergy. Do-do-do-do. God, we have so little evidence. Sheesh. It's Master Tornado's note. The note? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note? The answer lies in the true meaning of this note. Its true meaning? This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb, as we had assumed. But rather, it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it. Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many a time, you don't let soba dough rest. What's all this jibber jabber got to do with anything? You'll find out. This is it, the home stretch. This note... Wait. This note, Mr. Wet's words have led me to the conclusion that Master Tornado was making udon noodles. Oh, did we not do that awesome, like, thing, where we get put on a line and we have to figure out what happened? That's my favourite part. Or one of my favourite parts. The victim, Typhoon Tornado, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Oh, conker. That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Gairu to be in that room and kill her master. Oh, damn. What? But if that's true, it changes everything. Your Honor, the defense requests that the flour in the room be tested immediately. No need. But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Gairu did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Well... Even were it udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Gairu committed the crime. But... Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back. Enough with the threats already, I got it. Talk about pressure. Oh, here we go. Alright, Athena, take a deep breath and go over everything again. Yes! Perfect. Okay. I did not think it was going to do this. I'm glad it did. I'm going to revisualize the case from start to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence that Gairu committed this murder. What was Master Tornado making in his dressing room? Soba, udon, or ramen? It was udon. Whoosh. Master Tornado was making udon. By my logic, Master Tornado must have been making udon noodles in his dressing room, but something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl at the table? Soba. There was soba in the bowl. Even though the master wasn't making soba, soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute, one mysterious serving of soba noodles. That sounds familiar. Where did the soba in the bowl... Wait. So, where did the soba in the bowl on the table come from? Oh, the master's... Yeah, he had a soba stock in the fridge. But he ran out. Like that was his last bowl. The soba noodles found at the scene were from the master's stock of uncooked noodles. But then why would the culprit go out of her way to cook that soba and put it in the bowl? Why did the culprit cook the soba noodles? To hide the dough. Cook the soba noodles and put them in the bowl. Wait, how would that hide the bow? The dough, not the bow. It's not because she likes soba. How would that hide it? The culprit wanted to hide the udon dough. Soba was found at the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she killed him with the udon dough. That's obvious. Is this going to be the visualization? There we go. The murder weapon was udon dough. I love it. That's it. The udon dough was the real weapon used to kill Typhoon Tornado. And the reason why no weapon was found is because Gairu got rid of the dough somehow. I was gonna say baked bread with it, but it's not like bread dough. The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Gairu's guilt. Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think that it would prove she is the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Sadmadi. If the injury on Gairu's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Gairu's blood must have dripped down onto the dough used as the murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Ah, but where is this conclusive evidence? Let us hear your theory on where this murder weapon is. Well, it's... I can't find the answer in the evidence I have on hand. Or if I can't find the evidence... the answer in the evidence we have on hand, we'll lose this trial. So how did Gairu get rid of the udon dough? Think, Athena, what do I have that points to the suspicious behaviour on Gairu's part? She gave it to the fucking dog. Now then, Miss Cykes, let's hear your answer. Where is the real murder weapon hidden? Nice barking you did there. I assume you have to bite it. You have the bite to back it up. Are you really? They literally put that there as a hint. Stop distracting me, especially not right now. This piece of evidence can point us to the location of the hidden murder weapon. It's buried in the yard. Simon's statement. Gairu. What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Stuff that cute act in your balloon hat. Oof. Gairu got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose by feeding it to her dog. No. But he hid some of it. That's the best part, he didn't eat it all. Of course, now it all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Gairu, who should know her own dog's eating habits, would feed Jugemu more than he could possibly finish. Your Honour, please order an investigation of the yard right now. And what should the police at the theatre be looking for exactly? Jugemu must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around his doghouse. Dumplings that Gairu made out of the udon dough with her blood in it. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, it didn't pop. This is preposterous. I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way. What are you blathering on about? You still have work to do. Now by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena. You got it. Gary, do you remember what you said would happen when the truth is finally revealed? When the truth's finally revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it? Your balloon's about to go pop. Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop. What? I was about to say, what's her breakdown? Oh yes! I love how that happens on every case. We get to see Prosecutor Sadmoney get the shit kicked out of him by, some beads. Oh, she didn't have a breakdown. I'm a Rakugo artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit the something. But then, Shisho... Oh dear. Is this really her breakdown? It's just balloons popping. Oh god. I was waiting for her chest to pop. Why are my balloons bursting? Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. Oh. They did pop! I knew it! Oh, wow, her chest popped. Oh, what? What the fuck? Was not expecting this, Jesus. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Gairu? The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean... Uendo Tornado. I know I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shisho wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah. That's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show celebrating the name succession. So that was your entire motive? I doubt anybody else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living. Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show? Because I wanted to pay Uendo back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show, where all the Tornado fans were gathered. But then Uendo tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet. And now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making udon in his dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. When I saw the soba making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it. So it was all a premeditated crime, but in the end you only went through with it on impulse. Then the allergic reaction on your hand... Is it from touching the soba in the refrigerator with your bare hands? When you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death? Yeah. By that time I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy. Gairu, how could you do all this, you idiot? Gairu, I get your desire to inherit your father's name, but killing a... yeah. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart? Whoa. Do you have anything to add, Prosecutor Sadmardi? Any objections? No, Your Honor. Miss Athena Cykes? Yes, that's the first time he's used my name. I shall be sure to remember your name. Really? It seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary. Thanks. That's all I ask, Prosecutor Sadmardi. Looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Is he still, like, 7 sheets to the wind? No, he's fine. Oh. Oh good, it seems you have made a full recovery. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Bucky Wet, Not guilty. Woo! Woo! Oh, my voice. Woo! There we go. I got my voice back. I can make high-pitched noises. Like a fool. There we go. I beat him. Okay, I was wrong. It's been like nearly 4 hours, so pretty long trial. This court is adjourned. Bitches. Peace out. Boom, boom, boom. May 13th. 11:55 AM. Defendant lobby number 6. Congratulations, Bucky. I'm so glad you were found innocent. Thanks for everything, Ms. Chickadee. But it still sucks that you're accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did Uendo have it out for you or something? I don't think so. Uendo said it was all a spur-of-the-moment idea he got when he saw the sober-themed cards. Simon, where have you been? I stopped in at Uendo's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way. I almost got convicted. Out of convenience? Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all charges, so buck up, Bucky. On a more important note, what I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tornado let Gairu inherit her father's name? What do you mean? On a more important note, Miss Chickadee? Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. Just go with the flow. Now come on. You think the Master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business? Nah, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Gairu to find her own calling in life, to perform whatever she wanted without being bound to by her father's name or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavour. So that's why he called you to the theatre, huh? To teach him how to make udon. Sheesh. A more roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you. So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding. How sad. By the way, Gairu wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on, even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. What? You talking about me? Come on, no way. All that old man ever did was criticize my sober. That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him. Yes, the deed. The wet sober deed. Take a good look, Bucky. Whose name is on there as the holder of this title deed? It's still in my name. Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's stead. He probably used the same tough love on you so that the shop wouldn't just go belly up. Oh, oof. I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tornado. I'm so sorry. Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations. Oh my god. Thanks, Simon. And you too, Ms. Jiggity. One day my sober's gonna be so good, it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Wet Sober. Wet noodle number 4. Well, I'd better be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for the lunch rush. Hold on. Can I place an order for delivery, Bucky? Yes, Miss Chickadee? Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Gairu on behalf of her master? You got it. I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tornado would have packed in it too. Thank you. Well, see ya. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime. I will, and I'll bring the whole agency with me. Do us all proud, Bucky. I'll have the best sober in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out. Woo! It's nice to see somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I leveled up any thanks to hit this case. Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half had I not been by your side. You don't know that. For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyse yourself more objectively. Or you could just teach me your famous mind tricks, Simon. No. Way to shut someone down. And why not? Because the more pesky lawyers there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever. Hey, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by Uendo? Must you remind me? How could I have known Uendo would do time sober? Hey, speaking of time sober, I just thought of something funny. Oh goody, I can't wait. Okay, here it is. In time sober. Why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on, do you know, Simon? How should I know? Because... Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a shitty... that's such a stupid pun. Because 789! Thank you. I'll be here all week. Roll on the floor laughing. Oh my god. That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sober or something and go home. Your treat? I'll treat you to the 50% of the tab. And don't forget, you still owe me for that manju. Really, Simon? It wouldn't hurt for you to pay for me every once in a while, you know? Quit squawking and start walking, Athena. Oh, I love the dynamic them two have. That's great. Hey, wait for me. Oh man, what a case. Yeah, that was 4 fucking hours. Damn. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer. But just like Mr. Wright, Apollo and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. J'ai something le faire. I can do this. Je peux. I don't know how you fucking... I don't know how you say that. Me not French. I can barely speak English, so, you know. There it is. Oh man, that was a good case. Short, but that was good. I'm just gonna continue to case 5, because I don't want to see it. Turnabout Revolution! We're watching it when I do the next session. Turnabout Revolution is massive. What the fuck?
That's far enough.
Who's there?
It is I, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
What the fuck? Oh.
Good people of Khurain, we can't allow things
Oh,
to
it's
go
him.
on like this.
God, he voices so many characters. The father of Nia.
Defense Culpability Act has done nothing.
He's the one that did the intro of the game.
Of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb.
That's Dirk, and that's what's his face. I can't remember his name.
Make no mistake about it. I will personally dethrone you.
Ooh.
A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
Damn. Wait, who do I play as? I would have to... I don't... Well, we're not Phoenix, because we're not in Khurain, so I'm guessing I'm Apollo? Or I'm Athena? I'd probably be Apollo. Yeah. Turnabout Revolution. So that's the final case, and it's a doozy. It's huge. I think it's literally like a 12-hour case. It's ridiculous how fucking long it is. Regardless, that is going to be the end of this session. I think it was pretty good. I was hoping to get through Case 4 in one session. Didn't think it'd take 4 hours, but... only an Ace Attorney. Alright, but either way, that's going to be the end of the session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.